not give a damn about our children or us.
Anger.
The only reason why we feel like you're coming out now is because you saw the videos.
On top of immense grief.
What are you going to do to make sure I don't have to wait 77 minutes bleeding out on my classroom floor just like my little sister did?
One by one, families who lost loved ones in the Robb Elementary School shooting ripped into Uvalde school board officials at a meeting on Monday night.
Why are we still employing them?
Demanding answers and accountability for the mass shooting that left 19 children and 2 teachers dead.
I want your resignation. And
Brett Cross, who lost his 10-year-old nephew Josiah in the shooting, said parents had told officials that some of the doors in the school weren't properly locking.
You're the superintendent. You're the top dog, correct?
Yes.
So you should know what's going on in your schools?
Correct.
Why don't you?
I did not know that it was working or not working at that time.
Demands for new leadership rolled in, at times leaving the board members confused. Parents were especially outraged that school district police chief Pete Arredondo, who has been identified as the person in charge on the day of the shooting, is still on the payroll.
We pay over 40% of the city budget for the school and for the police, and you hired trash.
Shots fired!
Nearly 400 law enforcement officers responded to the May 24th shooting, but a new report by Texas lawmakers found systemic failures and egregious poor decision-making at all levels. Surveillance video showing police, some heavily armed, waiting an agonizing 77 minutes to storm the classroom and take down the gunman. The exact opposite of what they'd been trained to do.
Do you want to bring healing to this community, to these families? I would suggest that you, the chief of police, Uvalde chief of police, the Uvalde sheriff's office, all come up here and tell these people, these families, we failed you. We failed you.
With school scheduled to start in the coming weeks, parents wanted guarantees that their children would be safe. One student bravely taking to the podium, saying she is scared to return.
Most of those kids were my friends, and that's not good. And I don't want to go to your guys' school if they don't have protection.
School officials say new 8-foot fences will be erected around most of Uvalde's schools. They're also considering remote learning. But for families in Uvalde, it's too little, too late. They're calling on lawmakers here in the state capitol to go after what they view as the root of the problem, the fact that an 18-year-old could legally get his hands on a semi-automatic rifle. What they really want is major gun reform in a state that has some of the laxest gun laws in America. Toni Waterman, CGTN, Austin, Texas.